Please join me in welcoming Alden Robbins, owner and vice president of sales for Robbins Lumber. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You can tell our generation walked out to a few soccer games with that song playing. But thank you very much for the introduction, the kind words. To all the other award recipients tonight, Steve from LL Bean and Lindsay from Giffords, and let me tell you, we've been through a few fires in our history as well, and some total losses, and we were able to build back stronger than where we were, so have hope. It's certainly possible, and keep going on. So thank you, and thank you very little for a very hard speech to follow, by the way. But anyway, I also want you to notice that I'm following the younger generation of Tayshawn and Deanna by using my confidence monitor. A little low tech here, but just the same, and a little bit more confidence to go with it. So you'll have to excuse me. It's bedtime for those of us in the sawmill business, and we're a long ways from home. But I also want to have a shout out to Josh Chase, who was mentioned tonight by the two high school presenters, and I want to say he was my father and my mentor on the golf course earlier at the Samoset, but I don't feel we gave him as much substance to work with. So anyway, my name's Alden Robbins. I'm the vice president of Robbins Lumber Company. I'm the youngest of the three siblings that own and operate the company. And that's probably why they forced me to get up here and talk. But, and I also want to point out, it's a much different experience than the last time I was in Portland, Maine on October 1st, finishing the Maine Marathon with my wife. I've just started walking correctly. So, it's nice. But it's extremely humbling watching the videos and listening to the speakers talk about our company and family. And it's nice to be the first sawmill to receive this award up here tonight in this state. And so tonight I really want to talk about a couple of things which mean, are basically the foundation to our company, and that's trees and people. And that's basically what our business is about. So you're looking at a blessed individual up here tonight. So other than a few self-imposed aches and pains, which I mentioned previously, I'm in good health and have many of my friends and family and loved ones here tonight, and I'm so blessed to have that. I get up every day and join a team of individuals that work with the most amazing building material known to man. That's wood, and more specifically white pine in this state. And other than perhaps Gifford's ice cream, it's hard to find a better product to work with every day. I mean, come on, our facilities are basically giant air fresheners. There's a beauty and a magic to working with trees. We harvest and mill white pine, which has held such a storied position in our country's history, construction, and commerce. But all wood in general is amazing. We all live within the forests in this state that we work with. Forests that grow trees, clean our air, provide us refuge and peace, provide us with recreation, reflection, a calm place to sit and be still with nature. But they all also provide us with jobs, income, and lessons. We make some great things with wood at Robbins Lumber. And they're making great things all over the country, from structures as tall as over 20 stories and beyond, to humble cabins and lean-tos along the Appalachian Trail, to little toothpicks and golf tees. But one of my favorite quotes is from Michael Green, architect from Vancouver, who said, "No one ever comes into one of my buildings and hugs a steel column, but build with wood, and people will touch it, feel its warmth, its beauty, its strength, its resiliency, It's calming to people in its presence, and it's renewable. We are still sustainably harvesting products from forests where our ancestors harvested generations before. We're sequestering carbon taken from the atmosphere. We're making products that will be cherished for generations to come. That's a beautiful story, and it's an old one. The Fairbanks House in Dedham, Massachusetts, still standing today, was constructed in 1637, entirely out of wood. Just recently, they discovered parts of the oldest wooden structure found in the world in Zambia, dated at over 400,000 years old. And just think about that. And they say that a lot of concrete structures sometimes have useful lives of around 100 years. I know I don't have to preach to the choir here. We, of course, live in the Pine Tree State, the most forested state in the nation, but I do feel that sometimes we take wood for granted. And on too many levels, I like to highlight, and on many levels, I like to highlight its importance in every venue that I can. The knowledge of working with wood is sometimes a lost art. Back in the day when everything was made of wood, people knew what kind of wood to use, for what purpose, and even when to cut it for that purpose. To use trees that were growing on side hills for certain things, to grab the roots at the base of junipers, to make juniper knees for boat construction, and to top those boats with the ever-imposing white pine masts that were so important to the British Navy. I feel blessed to be living at a time when wood is enjoying a bit of a resurgence as more people rediscover the possibilities and advantages and invent new products such as cross-laminated timber and wood fiber-based insulation. So trees are amazing, but of course that's only half the story of our company. The other half of the equation is people, employees, customers, vendors, and of course family. The only thing that gives our lives true meaning are the relationships that we have with people, with friends, with stakeholders in our business, the customers, the vendors, the employees in the community. Everything is a people thing. To treat people the way that you expect to be treated, to listen to their struggles, help provide solutions, or just a sympathetic ear. To try and help through offering services or philanthropic giving, to provide jobs, opportunity, advancement, steady employment, and pride. Specifically with family, I'm especially blessed to be here tonight with many of the most important people in my life, like my beautiful wife, Amy, who homeschools our 6 children while working as an apprentice architect and running marathons. My brother and sister, Jimmy and Catherine, who together with myself run the business and are willing to do anything that it takes to get the job done. My father and uncle, unfortunately my uncle couldn't make it here tonight. He's terminally ill, and we recognized a lot of his accomplishments last weekend in Searsmont at the mill. But they really blazed the path before us, investing in technologies and developing markets that have allowed us to grow to what we are today. And of course, their spouses and my mother, who enabled it all to happen while performing the less glorious duties behind the front lines. Of course, we need customers to purchase our wood, like the Collins family, Sam and Claire, who are here tonight, a previous laureate, and companies like Viking, Eldridge, Ham, and many others who help supply the materials that build people's dreams in this state. We also need vendors, the loggers in this state who work long hours in tough conditions, providing the mills with their primary feedstock. And we need service companies like Acadia Insurance, Allen Agency, Davis Toll, Barry Dunn, Camden National, construction companies like Chimbro, banks like Farm Credit, the utilities like CMP, all partners of ours who are all represented here tonight. And of course, we need employees, members of the team, members of our family. I really enjoyed that term that you folks use. People that you can trust and work beside. We need everyone in order for us to succeed. In order for our business to survive, we need to grow trees and grow people. Both are equally important in our business, and you can draw many similarities between them. My father always told me and showed me that a white pine that grows in an open field with all the sunshine it needs without competition will be all twisted and ugly. But one grown in competition that has to work for what it gets will grow straight and true. That analogy was not lost on me. However, on the other hand, trees also need our help. Our foresters work with our stands to make sure that they are getting the resources they need in order to prosper, providing an overstory shade from weevil infestation, corrective pruning, thinning, fighting wildfires, and protection from disease and invasive pests. Our future generations of the workforce need the same attention. They need mentors, lessons, opportunities, protection from threats, and space and opportunity to learn and grow on their own. And that's why we're thankful to have such great programs such as Junior Achievement, such as the Boy Scouts, the YMCA. All are needed to help our future generations develop, strengthen, thrive, and improve upon the work that we've done before. So in the end, our business is about trees and people. Spend more time with both, and you'll get back in spades what you invest. Help them grow. Give them both direction and space, opportunity and guidance. Treat them with respect and honor. And don't be afraid to give them both more hugs. May the forest be with you. Thank you.